Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't mind my croaky voice. I cannot get rid of this like dry cough. It is so annoying. I can't clear my throat. Anyways, I wanted to show you my little hair update and how I've been styling it as of late. You'll notice in the video the term hair health comes up a lot because I'm really focusing on growing my hair and trying to really embrace its natural colors and tones as much as possible this year. This is how I've been styling it lately. I feel like very sophisticated, but there's movement, a little bit of shape. You want to know the products I use, the ones I swear by, and how I achieved this sleek, very Rachel Green-esque hairstyle, then just keep on watching. I took a shower about an hour and a half ago, and then I always keep my hair in one of those towels that are for your hair, like not your body. I wouldn't say it's a microfiber towel, but it's just like a hair specific towel. So now that it's gotten most of the moisture out, we're gonna put the product in. I'm really leaning into my product. I swear by this stuff, the Redken ABC Acidic Bonding Concentrate. I also use the shampoo and conditioner. That's what I washed my hair with today. Taking about that size amount, probably more than a pea size. This is great if you have blonde in your hair or you just color your hair in general. I do tend to use a cleansing shampoo in between my washes. So I'd wash my hair every 4 to 5 days. So every other wash, I'll do a different shampoo and conditioner. And then this one, the ABC from Redken, every other time, if that makes sense. All will be linked down below, but I just alternate shampoos, so I'm not just using the Redken ABC. You can't get this in the UK, which is a little unfortunate, but it's just like an all-in-one kind of product. So a heat protectant, a styling blowout cream. You can also use it to like define your curls and to like help little flyaways. I also just love the smell. It's really good and I do love this brand. So when we go to Florida in a couple of weeks, I'm probably going to check out some other products. Again, not very helpful, but if you can get your hands on it, I'd highly suggest it. Popping that all through my hair too. I'm quite liberal right from the roots to my ends. I'm not favoring a certain section. Now, I am going to favor section with this product. It is a mousse. It's the Phillip Kingsley Volumizing Froth. It's an interesting word for a product. I'm only gonna do like 2 pumps of this. I don't want too much. And I'm going to put this right at my roots because that's where I want the volume. That's where I want a little bit of lift. So I'm keeping it mostly at my roots, and then with whatever's left, I'll just kind of brush it through the ends of my hair, really massaging that product in. Now, I do feel like I've gone over the worst of the worst when it comes to postpartum hair. I mean, it's so annoying how thick and amazing your hair is in pregnancy, and then even for like the first couple of months of postpartum, and then around that 4 or 5 months, oof, it really is a test of your will. Now, I am a little bit on the hair health train. I don't use heating tools on my hair as much anymore, or I haven't in the last couple of months. I just use my Airwrap or heatless hair styles, like those little contraptions that you can sleep in, and that has been absolutely fine for me. I do, however, when I do use heat, which we will be using today, love to use a heat protectant spray. I know there was some heat protectant aspects to those products already used, but this is more designed for heat protectant in particular. This is the GHD Body Guard. So I'm gonna just spray that all over and then I'll do it again in sections. Just brush back your hair and then you should be able to find the middle part. The grays are popping through, but like I said, we are just embracing it until the next hair appointment, and that is fine. I'm gonna get some micro baby lights to kind of blend them in, but I do wanna keep my hair a more natural color to really help it grow. If I haven't already mentioned, I probably did at the beginning of the video, this is a year of hair health and growth. I want to try and grow it as long as I can. I feel like I always go through a certain like length. This is probably the longest it normally gets, and then I'm like, okay, chop it off. Like I just get bored, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to it this year. I'll do regular cuts and, you know, little check-in trims, but I'm gonna try and grow it as long as I can. Quickly, I'm gonna do a little rough blow dry. If you have the Airwrap Styler, you probably didn't know, but just using it like this with no attachment still just blows air, like with no attachment on it. So I'm just gonna do a quick little rough dry. I mean, like just to blast out a little bit of the heaviness of wetness, more so in the mid-lengths and back of my head. And then I'll put on the attachment that we're gonna style our hair with. You're probably used to me picking up one of the Airwrap long barrel stylers, and as much as I still do love those, I find my hair reacts better and performs better if I have some more movement and a fresh cut in it for it to really flip and, you know, get the full benefit of those barrels. So whenever I just want a little bit more subtle of movement but more volume, this is my go-to attachment. So I'm gonna pop it on and section my hair so that we're starting with a bottom section from like the bottom part of my ears downwards. Then I just split those two sections on either side so that I can work in sections. I mean, the bottom section is always quite thin, so I don't feel like I need more than 2 sections to work with. Again, with the heat protectant to make sure it's protected. Don't know if I even sprayed my hair there. I've got more on my arm. And I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna run through right from the root to the ends and try and get most of that moisture out before I start to really work on volume. Then I'll keep the barrel a little bit more at my roots to lift it and then flip under, because I like when it's flipped under a little bit more. I think it just suits my face shape and the preferred style that I'm going for. But if you want to flip it out, go for that. Do whatever you prefer. This does not look like anything spectacular, but it is a starting point. So as boring as it is, we're just gonna do that for another layer, probably another 2 layers, and then I will check back in once we get to the top. But just keep going through mid-lengths and ends, really getting that moisture out before you really work on that root to lift it, always going in an upward motion. And then if you wanna go inwards for a little bit more of a sleek Rachel Green-esque finish, go inwards. If you wanna go outwards for a little bit more of a Farrah Fawcett finish, that is totally up to you and personal preference. Okay, we are getting there. Don't mind the little frizzies. I do think some of that is just regrowth from growing hair back after losing it a little bit, but you can kind of see there's Patty. Where it's going with this. Obviously with the fresh trim, I feel like it would have like a little bit more of a thicker, blunt end. I feel like it's a tad bit wispy for me, but I am desperately due a haircut, so there's nothing I can do about that at the moment. So if I had a nice trim, it would be a little bit more thick cut blunt ends. Really, from my bangs back, I'm gonna be doing the same technique where it's like chunks of hair, really getting that volume up and blowing it under and towards the face. The front of my hair, I still feel like I haven't perfected. Oh, here's another delivery. I've had 2 deliveries while filming this. I feel like they're always like, what does this girl do? Bless. Wow, he's really good. He'd even look up. Fair play to him. Okay, it looks so weird without my bangs done. Now, this is the fun part because I do feel like this kind of finishes off the whole look. I still feel like I'm perfecting how I like my bangs. So it's gonna be a, oh, I can't even see what I'm doing here. Does anyone remember like this hairstyle where like you pushed it back and then a little poof there? I'm just gonna work, I probably need to smooth out that piece a little bit more. If you want to get into arm workouts, my goodness, this hairstyle will be for you because my arms are killing me, but I do get 4 days out of this because I sleep in a silk bonnet. And truly, I saw one girl's video of, I feel like 12 months or maybe 6 months of her wearing it and her hair health just from wearing the silk hair bonnet. So I was like, yeah, sold. Bought it on Amazon, literally next day delivery. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try and do every month, show you like what my hair looks like just from wearing that. Honestly, think the benefits are unreal. So I'm gonna try and really get right at my roots with this bang section and get volume, but I do want it to sit nicely because I do tend to put my hair behind my ears, but I just want a little bit of volume, a little bit of movement, but I do want it to still be nice and smooth. Ooh, I feel like it's a little misty in this room now. Like I mentioned, I do feel like a nice trim and shape would really elevate this style, but I have been wearing it like this lately and I do feel like it's the 2025 look where it's nice and smooth, but it's not straight, but it's not like Airwrap curly. I don't know. It's just how I've been doing it lately and I really enjoy it. Now I'm gonna take my very much loved Kerastase Blonde Absolute Oil. Anyways, I use this religiously, literally a pump in the morning and a pump before I go to bed. And I truly feel like my hair texture and health has been revived from this. I do think keeping your hair hydrated is absolutely key. And I mean, I don't know. I just feel like my hair looks a lot healthier. And I mean, blondes, it's hard to get a shine, like a true shine from like a dirty natural blonde color. But I feel like this gives a little bit of that glossy effect without it looking greasy. It's feeling a lot healthier than it did 2 months ago. And I think with dedication, hard work, bi-monthly, maybe every 3 months, a good trim and shape. This time next year, hopefully, I just like want it here, but like healthy, you know? That is it. This is my little at-home blowout. All the products that I've used will be linked down below. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully it was helpful and informative. And if you're on a hair health journey with me this year, let's keep each other accountable. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.